Greetings, Youtubeloids. Makermatic 21 here. Today we continue our Smash Brothers review by doing the next installment, Super Smash Brothers Melee. Now this game was released in 2001 and is probably the absolute best of the entire Smash franchise. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look. Okay guys, so let me just go to the Nintendo GameCube screen. Interestingly enough, on the original Nintendo GameCube, if you held in the Z button, I believe it was, it made little barking noises and then you heard children giggle. I don't know, it's not really important. But like we did the last time, we're going to start off this review with the intro to this game. So this is Super Smash Brothers Melee, the intro. Okay, now keep in mind that this was 2 years later, 2001. Nintendo had jumped from the N64 to the Nintendo GameCube, and this was their big game that would either make or break the Nintendo GameCube. You have the one-player mode, you have versus mode, trophies, options, and data. Now, the first thing we're going to do is start off with one-player mode. Here you'll see you have regular match, which is classic from the original Smash Brothers game. It's set up, it's similar. I am going to play through it and show you a little bit about it. Then you have an adventure mode, which was a new feature they added. You get to go through each of the different characters' worlds. It has a set pattern as well. I'll show you that, and All-Star, which we'll get to in a little bit. Nintendo would also go on to add what they call event matches. You go in here, there's just different types of requirements that you had to do in order to unlock certain features of the game. Event number 29, Triforce Gathering, was a way to unlock Ganondorf after you defeated him. Now we move on to Stadium, which was minigame testing ground. Inside you had Target Test, which brought back the popular Break the Targets from the original Smash Brothers game, except now you had way bigger list of characters to choose from. And on top of that, what was great is each character had their own unique set of targets to break and complete. Home run contest that was introduced. The basics was you pick a character, let's say Mario. You're like a baseball styled arena. You just build up some damage there. You have 10 seconds to do this, by the way. And you pick up the baseball bat and just let her fly. And you see how far you can hit that. Now, obviously, not even trying, I still got 649 feet. You'll have to do much better if you want to unlock Yoshi's Island, but that's another story. In a nutshell, that's Home Run Contest. You can find records of it all over YouTube. And the third mode that you would be introduced to is Multi-Man Melee. You You could choose whether to fight 10 wireframes, 100. You could battle for 3 minutes, 15 minutes, an endless supply that just kept coming until you were defeated, and Cruel Melee, which was very intense. I've never really successfully made good records in them. Some of my friends have. But let me just show you 10-man Melee real quick, just to give you a little sample of what it's like. I've already showed off Mario and Donkey Kong in the previous games. Here we have the battle arena, much like from the original Smash Bros. A little updated. It took 6 hits of damage, but there you go. And I got a new record in the process. You get the lowest amount of time possible, you pick all the characters, you have a blast. But just so you guys know, Dr. Mario, Ganondorf, Falco, Game & Watch, Mewtwo, Pichu, they're all hidden characters in this game. And you had to go through many different requirements to get them. Let's go into Versus mode. Obviously you had your regular standard Melee, you could do 4 players. I'm just gonna pick Mario and Luigi here. Now, you had Infinite Glacier from Icicle Mountain, the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach's Castle, Congo Jungle from Donkey Kong Island, the Great Bay Termina, Yoshi's Story, the Fountain of Dreams, the Cornelius System, Rainbow Cruise, Jungle Japes, Hyrule Temple, Super Mario World, Green Greens. As you can see, a lot of stages in this one. Nintendo certainly outdid themselves. Here was Brinstar, I'm sure you remember from my last video on that. The Mushroom Kingdom stage, Brinstar. So you had to unlock a couple number of these things. Of course, you probably remember Dreamland from the original, same with Yoshi's Island and the Congo Jungle. That'll pretty much cover the stages. You can see some of them later in action. You can set your time. You can do it by stock, coin battles. You know, just beat the crap out of your opponent, grab some coins, yay, you know. You can fight with bonuses, put in items. All you tournament players out there would just turn off all the items like this. You know, however you want to do it. So anyway, now we'll go into Tournament Melee. This was a new feature where you could have up to 64 players. They had Special Melee, where you had a camera mode. You could take pictures of your battles, save them to your memory card. If you actually had enough blocks on your memory card, you felt like wasting valuable space to take little pictures, you could. There's Stamina mode, you fight till the HP reaches 0, Super Sudden Death, Giant Melee, everyone's big, small, invisible, lightning. I did do a longer extended version of slow-mo video. If you were interested in actually seeing the full battle, just click the link below. But let me just go back now and show you some of the other features. We have custom rules. You can set the time, the life, you can set a handicap, whether or not you want stage selection on, random, ordered, loser picks. So many possibilities. And then of course we had name entry, which was simple. You just pick a name and enter it. Here you can see I've came up with Mewtwo, Link, Doc for Dr. Mario, Fox, Ness. King of course can be used for Bowser and Ganondorf, seeing as how they're both kings. Aran, and there's plenty of other names you can pick. You can be pretty much whatever you want, but that was another feature Nintendo added. So as you can see already, this game is pretty much twice the size of its counterpart. I'm going to go ahead now. I'll show you the options you can have on Rumble feature. They have a sound test. In data, you could check out your snapshots. They had archives where you could actually watch movies. There was a sound test. We could listen to Jungle Japes if we want it. Of course, there's always Pokemon. And many other songs. For sound effects, you could listen to sound effects of your favorite characters, really. A couple little samples here. We'll go with Roy. Couple sword sound effects here and there. Roy's not too interesting. Master Hand. Some lasers. Let's go with Mario. You can fool around with that. You have to unlock it, of course. And you have Melee records. You get to see your Versus records. A little bit of that. Bonus records. Now, this took the original awards that you got from the original Smash Brothers game, but actually stored those rewards and came up with literally hundreds of different awards. I mean, I'm not even going to show you all of them because there's so many. I doubt I even have them all. But this was a cool feature because, see, you can see where you were penalized. There was certain specific things you had to do that was kind of difficult to get. Just yet another thing to look forward to. I like this one, Shield Stupidity, actually. If you held in your shield for too long and knocked yourself out like a total idiot. I always thought that one was fun. Different little thing there. We have miscellaneous records. Shows you how long you've played, how long you've battled people, the number of coins you've collected, total KOs, etc., etc. So then we go into special, and here this would tell you when you did different things. Now this was around in 2002 when I accomplished a lot of these goals. You can see here I cleared First Player Adventure, unlocked the Singing Wonder Jigglypuff, Dr. Mario's in the house, prescribes KOs. This is when Ganondorf was unlocked. Shows you the times I did all this.